Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy.
Playing my daddy's clubs.
There you go. Playing my daddy's clubs. So good. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy, brought to you by the Paso Robles Golf Club. PasoRoblesGolfClub.com, 805-238-4722 for tee times. Also, a restaurant up there, dinner 5 nights a week, Monday through Friday. Live music on Wednesday nights. If you go to the website, PasoRoblesGolfClub.com, just check back. They give away $250 gift cards every month. All you got to do is enter on the website, and you get a chance to win, which is pretty cool.
It is very cool, Mike. You do amazing things behind the scenes. If I mentioned, I think you should be the Golf Pro of the Year. I think you're nominated. I think your chapter should nominate you. I think that, because this is part of your industry, what you do on this show, right?
Right.
The other 4 hats that you wear is also, but this is part. You're promoting the game. You're doing lots for the golf industry. You should be nominated.
I've been nominated before, but
I nominated you for Southern Cal. You're a new chapter, right?
Yeah.
But
see, I haven't.
You cut yourself short, man. I think what you do is amazing stuff.
I was.
was
that the chair?
It was a little bit of. I feel better.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you
Is the phone ringing yet?
No. Here we go.
Yeah, we got a phone call coming in. We're going to take this call real quick. Welcome to Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Who's calling, please?
Terri Benson.
Is this the award-winning Terri Benson?
Wow.
Is this the same Terri Benson?
Yes, it is.
Is this the Northern Chapter 2018 Special Award winner from the PGA Southern California section? Award-winning Terri Benson?
Yes.
Is this the Youth Player Development Leader of the Year, Terri Benson?
Yes.
Wow. Getting you on the phone. Oh, my God, I can't believe. Now that you've won this award, I'm sure your time is precious, and that for you to even take 10 seconds of your busy life to call a little media show like this is, we don't know how to thank you enough, Terri. So congratulations on your award. How does it make you feel?
It makes me happy.
Have you been on the Whirlwind Tour? Were you on the Tonight Show? Was that you on the Tonight Show last night? No. Because I know that you're doing a whole media blitz right now, and you're kind of making appearances everywhere. But and I know you're a morning person.
I know that's what's so amazing is that
I love the morning.
Yeah, you do.
You go the extra mile, Terri, and you knew it was Billy calling you, and you picked up the phone and you called us.
I know, it's pretty amazing because I know you probably you were out celebrating last night as you should. And for the listeners, Terri Benson's a PGA professional, has been for many, many years. She works out of she wears her hat at Laguna Golf Course in San Luis Obispo, but she works at many sites. She's a first tee coach, one of the finest we've got. She covers 4 program sites, so she's working with kids every day. She goes to Boys and Girls Clubs and works with them. She goes out to the base. We have Vanderbilt Air Force Base once a week and works with hundreds and hundreds of kids there. I would bet that 90% of her time is all around junior golf, and she's amazing. Kids love her. Parents love her. I love you, Terri, and it couldn't be more deserved, this award for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So is it?
Way to go, Terri.
Are you going to ask for a pay raise now that all this stuff has happened to you?
She doesn't have to. She's got all the endorsement deals now.
She's got, you got huge endorsement deals.
You know the athlete thing works.
Yeah.
The coach thing, it's not about the base salary. It's about the endorsement.
Are they going to make a bobblehead doll for you now for the kids?
Nice.
Is that in the works?
I want one.
So, anyway.
Oh, man.
I'll buy one.
And as you can tell, Terry's a person of a lot of words. She has a lot to say. So go ahead, man. So,
I just want to say thank you. It's nice to be recognized, and I do what I love. I do it because it comes from my heart, and you can't fake loving kids. And I love the game of golf, and I'm so proud to be a PGA member. And I've been a PGA member for 26 years, and I want to continue to do what I do.
Well, the PGA's lucky to have you, and it's nice that they recognize you because you've kind of been under the radar for a while. So we are the Southern California PGA, but we are like the northernmost, the headquartered. We're talking San Diego and LA and San Bernardino and the Palm Springs. The Southern California PGA section is, I think, one of the biggest in the country. And we're up this tiny little hole up here in the north where they really don't know us. And for her to get recognized is pretty impressive stuff there, Terri. So, and now that puts you up for the 19 section. You're now automatically into the pool for the 2019 sectional youth leader. So, did you know that?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're automatic. Since you're the chapter winner, you automatically get into the big leagues. And if you win that,
so
you go into the
cool.
national one. Then after that, and we won't be able to talk to you. I hope you remember that when you give us a call way back then, okay?
Yeah, please do.
All right?
Okay.
So go finish your workout. I know you're probably in the middle of a workout, so go finish that.
Thank you, Mike and Billy.
See you, Terry.
Congrats, Terry. You're the best.
Bye.
Okay. Have
See ya.
a good day.
You too.
too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Very cool.
She's awesome, man. She's her energy and stuff when she's with those kids is just so cool.
So let's break the energy
Very
down,
cool.
man. Let's
Yeah.
crush some energy here. So many out there listening, if you are playing, and Hop, do you play golf? Do you play?
I used to.
All right. So then you can relate. Anybody who's ever used to, you can relate to this. Could be one of the reasons you don't play anymore. I don't know. But people go out and play. Things are going along pretty darn good. You know, you're in your zone. Everything's fine. Something happens. You might hit a bad shot, miss a putt. I don't know what it is that starts it, but it starts to crumble like an avalanche. And it just pounds. And all of a sudden, you're just just totally turned around, and it collapses. So what happens if you're midway through? What happens if it's on hole 7, hole 11? I mean, what happens? What do you do? And what shouldn't you do? And
Panic?
you should not panic. So there's a lot of, what would you do? And there's a whole lot of do's if it happens. There's a bunch of doo-doos.
Okay. Okay. Sounds like it's keeping with the theme.
And I have my doo-doo.
All right.
And some experts and stuff. But it's the most important, I think the don'ts is what people get caught up in.
Yes.
So should we start don'ts, and then we can we'll put all the ailments out there,
Yes.
and then we can give some suggestions maybe how to get rid of those and go positive.
Sounds good.
All right. So I'll go first here.
Okay.
Don't try to fix your swing middle of your round. Don't go back to your lesson plan in your head. Don't start thinking swing fundamentals. Don't, what did the coach say? What was I doing? And trying to analyze and fix a swing in the middle of playing. Save it for the range. Get off the course if that's the case and go to the range. But don't try to fix during a round. I don't recommend getting off the course.
What if you're in a tournament?
Then there's some dues coming up.
Okay.
All right, but don't start fixing. Even if you just turn them, especially don't fix your swing during. Don't try. Right? That's my number one don't. Don't do it, man. How many have done that? I'm going to go back. I'm going to think, okay, what am I doing? I'm going to get my hands back here and get my hip out of the way. So you're putting a process in your brain and trying to ask muscle memory to process something, and those two together at the same amount of time don't work. You can't process and swing freely at the
Golf's
same
not
time.
that kind of sport.
It's not. You can't do it.
Yeah, that's very true.
All right, what do you got as another don't?
Don't break a club.
Don't get too frustrated where you get violent.
Or don't overreact. Don't
Yeah.
I think this is the hardest part. Just don't let the emotions flood into you, because as soon as you do,
There's some healthy
It's
way to
so
release.
hard
There's healthy
to-
ways to release in the dues, how to release some of that
Yeah.
tented up. But yeah, it's not going to help you anything, because now you're going to figure, God, I made a fool of myself. I busted my club. So you're going to be thinking about that and trying to finish, right? So you've got this added, oh God, what did I just do?
who was the tour player that just did that? Was it Fitz? I don't want to say the name because it might be wrong.
The Rom, I think, might have done something.
Oh, there was a guy who just recently, last week, he came off the.
I don't want to say it was Rom either. I don't want to put some.
No, I don't want to put the name up, but he actually broke an iron over his
Oh
neck.
yeah, somebody was telling me about that. Nikki was telling me about that.
He broke an iron over his neck, and then it was the same round. He missed the putt, and they show him walking off the green, and he keeps walking, and he keeps walking, and he keeps walking. Snap! There goes the putter.
Oh my God!
And I was like, wow.
Did you see that soundbite on YouTube that had all the players?
Yes.
That was pretty fun.
Did you see the one where they have the? We put it on our Twitter, which
Yeah.
is GTR M&B. The golfers where they put tennis sounds to it.
No,
Oh my gosh,
I
it
gotta
was
watch that.
great.
I don't have that stuff.
It's on GTR at
right.
GTR M&B on Twitter, but it's like it's got Tiger Woods hitting a shot, and then it's got the, like the serves for tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I gotta watch it.
It's so awesome.
Another don't, and this is truly a definition of sanity. Don't expect the same outcome and to keep doing the same thing bad. Yeah. I hit driver bad. I've topped it. I hit it out of play twice in a row. You get up with driver expecting a different result. And it's going to happen again. You got to hit something, that's back to the dues, which we'll get to. But you can't hit the same shot over and over and over again thinking it's going to be different. Oh, I'll get it this time.
Right.
It's not during a round, right? That's just forget it, man. It's my opinion. What do you got?
No, I think those are all good.
And I mean like a driver. So if here's what keep expecting a different outcome with the same club and swing. If you're on the drive, you hit it so bad, you haven't got one in play, and you go to the next little par 4 and you grab your driver and you do it again.
Right.
It's crazy. Why do that when you can chip an 8-iron down the middle of the fairway and make 5s or 4s? So it's just people they go with their same routine, and that's just not, that routine isn't working, obviously.
Right.
Right.
I would say that from what I've seen, don't try to blame other things for what's happening. You know what I mean?
Of course.
There's other people, or
the grass is long, or there's people
that person
speaking,
moved,
heard a bird.
Yeah, that person moved, or I heard a cart, or I heard, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you just weren't in.
Greens weren't mowed.
Yeah. You weren't in it in the first place. Like, you're just not set up correctly. Whether it's a pre-shot routine, you strayed from whatever it was that you should have been.
And
following.
if you do it once and you're blaming something and it gets into your head, now you're going to collapse again anyways. But you're the only one that makes a ball move, make a decision. So, and then the biggest one here: don't try to make up your mistakes by pushing harder or trying to do the miracle shot. When you're starting to collapse, well, I just made a triple. I'm going to crush my drive, make birdie here.
Yes,
I got to make up for this, and then you're out of your own routine anyways, and then it just compounds into more. So trying to make up for something that's going bad.
I think that's the number one thing. Like,
the right to do it,
if you hit a bad shot or you have something that you get yourself in a bad position, you walk up and you like go, "What? My ball shouldn't be there. Why is my ball there? That doesn't make any sense."
Nice.
And then like you said, you're like, okay, now you're 200 yards out or 220 yards out on a par 4, and so you go for the homer, which is only going to make it worse, because usually if your ball isn't where it's supposed to be, you don't usually have a direct line to the green anyway. You know what I mean? You got to manage.
Because I got to make it up.
All
right.
Welcome to Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hello, Henry. How are you, sir?
I'm well. How are you two?
Good.
Never better. Our show's collapsing. We're trying to figure out how to get out of it.
When you talk about the collapse, I've had that happen when the wheels fall off the wagon and there's nothing you can do.
Oh, but there is.
I just kind of finished the round. Last spring I was playing with some friends from high school I hadn't played with for decades, and I fell apart after 5 holes, and it was nothing I could do. I was with my son-in-law too, and it's embarrassing. And you just kind of find the way to the 18th hole. It was something.
And
I don't know.
And you're so right. A lot of people are embarrassed by it, especially they have expectations. So most collapses come from high expectation, and you're not pulling that off. So you feel like you're letting yourself down and others around you. So having too high of expectations never right anyways. I've been trying to learn that. My brain's still back in the 80s when I could play this game, and my golf swing is not. But there's most of the experts all say you should have a plan B or a go-to shot, something that's not the same thing you're doing. So, like I've just mentioned, if you're having really bad tee shots, why not, 3/4 chip a 5-iron down the middle of a fairway just to keep you into play? So you're using a tempo and a shot that you have something. Maybe that's not the club, but for me it would be like that. You can bunt one out there 125 yards or something, get yourself in play. And not only will it give you in play and keep your score down, but now you've done something positive. You've hit a decent shot, even though it's not the driver that you're trying to get out there another 50 yards farther, but it's a decent shot. So having a go-to shot or a plan B and sticking with it, trying to do the same thing over and over again. You see it every day. My people hit terrible tee shots, and every hole they get the same golf club and they hit another terrible tee shot.
Yes.
Over and over. Why use that golf club and why use that swing or that attempt? So, and then a lot of them is relaxing and breathing. People get upset. They lose their motive. They lose their pre-shot routine, if you will. Mm-hmm. And then more of that of the breathing and the relaxing and getting yourself mentally and physically prepared for a shot. They just rush into it because they're pissed and hit it again. So, I know this is a do, but I whenever I've had this happen to myself or it's happened to somebody else, just look at wherever you want to go, take the club and hit it there. Like, that's the swing. Don't swing thought it, man.
No.
Don't
like playing the game.
Shot thought it. Don't swing thought
playing the game is like when you and I and Darren and Jack are playing cornhole. you're looking at the board and you're just tossing the beanbag to the hole. You're not thinking about the angle.
Well,
of
you got to keep your elbow at 45%, buddy. Rock your shoulder and keep it on plane. Don't let that old shoulder fly, Mike.
But that's what we do. Like you said earlier, that's what we do when we start struggling. That's what we do. Yeah. We try to piece it back together.
And it says that. It says, don't overswing. This is the do's again. You got to get out of your own head and just play a shot that you have. And I'll give you an example. My PAT a zillion years ago, I was hitting this really weird banana cut thing off the tee. It's 36 holes. I don't even know where it came from.
That was probably by design in that time, wasn't it?
It was worse.
Wasn't that the go-to shot in those days?
It turned out to be, it was a fade, but this was an ugly-looking thing. So, but I started, instead of trying to fix it, I just kept playing it. So I would start the ball fairway over, hit this ugly banana thing into play, and I shot 145 or something.
Wow!
And so I came in third it was 2 rounds, but I was just hitting, and I just went with what was there,
right?
Versus trying to fix it because it had no time between rounds, and we got a quick lunch, and we're back on the golf course. Right. And I just played it, and fortunately it was a golf course that wasn't too tight.
Yeah.
If it was, that would have been a disaster because it was an ugly little banana thing. And so it finally went away, but I played what was working at the time, and I made a bunch of putts.
That's really smart.
So play what you're doing. Yeah. No, so you're topping it all day long, play your top shot.
Yeah. Thanks, Henry, for calling in.
You rock, Henry! We're going to continue this when we come back on the other side.
Yep. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy right here on the Golf Talk Radio Network. Stay with us. Coming the other side is Clubbing with Dave, and we got a few other calls. Phil Baugh from Champions Tour. We'll be right back.
Guess we'll just